Hello and welcome live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Gautam Roy. Coming up over the next 30 minutes. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches Mission Mosum to improve India's weather forecasting abilities. Millions take the holy dip at the Maha Kumbh, the world's largest spiritual congregation at Prayagraj in India. The final round of Gaza peace talks are on in Doha. The first phase of the deal is likely to see the release of 33 Israeli hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. And in the Australian Open, the men's doubles pair of India's Rohan Bopanna and his new Colombian partner Nicolas Barrientos crash out in the first round. But first, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched Mission Mosum in New Delhi on Tuesday. It marks a redoubling of efforts during the 150th Foundation Day celebrations of the Indian Meteorological Department, with the aim to upgrade the IMD's capabilities in forecasting, modelling and dissemination. DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya reports.
Step towards building a weather-ready and climate-smart nation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi unveiled Mission Mosum. This groundbreaking initiative was launched as part of the celebrations commemorating 150 years of the India Meteorological Department, showcasing India's commitment to advancing weather science and climate resilience.
भविष्य में भारत मौसम की हर परिस्थिति के लिए तैयार रहे, भारत एक क्लाइमेट स्मार्ट राष्ट्र बने, इसके लिए हमने मिशन मौसम भी लॉन्च किया है। मिशन मौसम सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचर और फ्यूचर रेडीनेस को लेकर भारत की प्रतिबद्धता का भी प्रतीक है।
Prime Minister released a commemorative stamp and coin to honor IMD's 150 years legacy. PM Modi also unveiled the IMD Vision 2047 document, a forward-looking roadmap aimed at enhancing weather forecasting, combating climate change and implementing adaptive strategies to safeguard the nation's future. Prime Minister Modi also launched a coffee table book.
प्राकृतिक आपदाओं के प्रभाव को मिनिमाइज करने के लिए हमें मौसम विज्ञान की एफिशिएंसी को मैक्सिमाइज करने की जरूरत होती है। भारत ने लगातार इसकी अहमियत को समझा है। आज हम उन आपदाओं की दिशा को मोड़ने में कामयाब हो रहे हैं जिन्हें पहले नियति कहकर छोड़ दिया जाता था। बीते वर्षों में देश में कितने ही बड़े-बड़े साइक्लोन आए, आपदाएं आई, लेकिन ज्यादातर में हम जान हानि को जीरो या मिनिमल करने में सफल हुए।
Now let's understand what is Mission Mosum. It's a multifaceted, transformative approach that will make weather-ready and climate-smart nation. It will improve short and medium-range forecasts. It will boost preparedness for extreme weather events. The objectives of Mission Mosum includes developing cutting-edge weather surveillance technologies and systems, implementing higher resolution atmospheric observations with better temporal and spatial sampling, deploying next-generation radars and satellites, improving understanding of weather and climate, and developing improved Earth system models and data-driven methods. With Mission Mosum and IMD Vision 2047, India is charting a bold path towards a climate-resilient tomorrow.
These initiatives are not just about the technology and the science, but they are also about empowering citizens to adopt, respond and thrive in an era of rapid environmental challenges. With camera person Praveen, this is Tapas Bhattacharya for DD India from Delhi.
The exhibitors, who displayed a range of advanced technologies, shared their experiences after interacting with Prime Minister.
When Prime Minister visited our stall, I just informed about our new initiative about Mausam Gram, which gives the location specific forecast up to Panchayat level, up to next 10 days. And he just given appraised about this initiative and told that we should make this more accurate and more with impact.
I explained him at the surface level, from the sky, like satellite observation, Doppler weather radar, radio sonde observation, and what a different kind of observation we are using to improve the forecast and the warning. And also I informed him about the new initiative taken under Mission Mosum to further improve the weather forecast and warning in India.
We started this Doppler weather radar here, and as a Make in India, and it is basically import substitution. Just about few years before, IMD used to import these radars from China and even US and other European countries, but successfully we have indigenized this product here, and we sold close to about 15 numbers, and he was very happy to hear about that.
He was very happy to see our product. Frankly speaking, our product is an import substitute, and he was very happy to see that we are making it for the first time in India, and we are making it as a 100% import substitute. Besides that, Stagan is also a startup, so we explained him that we are a startup and then we are making it in India. So he was very happy, and his reaction was very positive.
India's Defence Minister Rajat Singh celebrated Armed Forces Veterans Day in Jammu and Kashmir's Akhnur district on Tuesday. The event was also attended by Lieutenant General of Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, Chief of Defence Staff and other senior military and civilian officials. Veterans from various districts also attended the event. As a special gesture, mobility equipment like motorized wheelchairs, e-scooters and auto rickshaws were distributed to the veterans. The day also saw the minister inaugurating Akhnur Heritage Museum during his visit. At this event, the Defence Minister addressed the gathering, emphasizing on the importance of this day and the celebration at Akhnur.
इस बार का वेटरन्स डे समारोह हम सब अखनूर कश्मीर में मना रहे हैं। यह निश्चित रूप से हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा क्षण है। अखनूर में वेटरन्स डे का मनाया जाना इस बात को साबित करता है कि हमारे दिल में जो स्थान दिल्ली का है, वही स्थान अखनूर का है, वही स्थान यह कश्मीर का है। आप सब ऐसी जलवायु में भी, ऐसे माहौल में भी तमाम चुनौतियों के बावजूद एकदम मजबूत मुस्तैद होकर हमारी सीमाओं की सुरक्षा करते हैं। मैं समझता हूं ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है।
Now, various leagues and bodies of retired personnel of the Armed Forces of India were greeted and thanked by the top brass of the Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force. Functions are being held all across India to celebrate the 9th Veterans Day, which is held every 14th of January.
As we celebrate the Armed Forces Veterans Day in Delhi today, along with doing so in 8 other stations across the nation, I'm sure that serving personnel in all 9 stations would remind themselves on this occasion that the veterans of the armed forces have sacrificed their lives to protect the freedoms that we enjoy today, and it is beyond our power to fully repay this debt of gratitude. Occasions such as this provide us the opportunity to honor all of you on behalf of a grateful nation.
Now it's time to get you all the latest from the Maha Kumbh, the largest gathering of humankind on the entire planet. Maha Kumbh 2025, which began in Prayagraj with chants of bhajans and slogans on Posh Purnima on the 13th of this month, is witnessing its first Amrit Snan, or the holy dip of the Akhadas, on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. Millions of people have gathered in Prayagraj to take a holy dip in the Sangam, which is the confluence of the holy rivers of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. This Maha Kumbh is being held after 12 years, although seers claim that celestial alignment and cosmic combinations for the event are occurring after 144 years, making the occasion even more auspicious. The Kumbh Mela, one of the largest religious gatherings in the world, continues to draw in millions of pilgrims with various rituals, cultural activities and spiritual events scheduled throughout the festival till the 26th of February. Now, the first Amrit Snan of the Maha Kumbh has taken place on Tuesday morning, coinciding with Makar Sankranti. On this auspicious day, the Naga sadhus are the first to bathe at the Sangam, followed by the general public. Sadhus or saints of the 13 akhadas of Sanatan Dharma have taken a holy dip at the Triveni Sangam. The 13 akhadas are divided into 3 groups: sannyasis who are Shaivites, then the Bairagis who are Vaishnavas, and then the Udaseens. The sacred baths are meticulously organized for the 13 akhadas or monastic orders with designated time slots. Devotees have also been taking the holy dip after the akhadas had performed the Amrit Snan. The Amrit Snan holds immense spiritual significance, as it's believed that taking a dip at the Sangam on this day grants manifold blessings. It's thought that bathing at the day of the Amrit Snan brings immense spiritual benefits. Devotees believe it frees them of their sins and paves the way for moksha, or ultimate salvation. Now, India's Ministry of External Affairs on Tuesday responded to media queries regarding the death of an Indian national in Russia. According to the ministry, an Indian national from Kerala was apparently recruited to serve in the Russian army. The Ministry of External Affairs expressed its deepest condolences to the family of the deceased and confirmed that it's working with Russian authorities to expedite the transportation of the mortal remains of the Indian. Another Indian national from Kerala, who was similarly recruited, has been injured and is currently receiving treatment at a hospital in Moscow. The MAS said that it has sought the early discharge and repatriation of the injured individual to India. The ministry added that the matter has been strongly taken up with Russian authorities in Moscow and the Russian embassy in New Delhi, reiterating the demand for the early discharge of the remaining Indian nationals. India's Coal and Mines Minister G. Krishna Reddy attended the ministerial roundtable of the Future Minerals Forum 2025 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Tuesday, with representatives from over 50 countries. The event aims to strengthen mineral supply chains and energy transition globally. The discussions held at Delhi highlighted the growing importance of sustainable and transparent supply chains in the mining sector. The forum serves as a vital platform for dialogue between mineral producing and consuming nations, fostering partnerships which are crucial for the future of the global mining industry. Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or the BNP, has urged the interim government to hold the next national election by August this year. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul has said that in Dhaka that elections are feasible between July and August, and called on the interim government, the Election Commission and political parties to take action. The BNP leader said that with the Election Commission in place and governance stability, there is no reason for further delay. Fakhrul also warned that delays would worsen the political and economic crisis and reiterated the party's stance that an elected government is essential for democracy. And still to come on DD India Live. Oscar nominations are postponed for a second time amid ongoing wildfires in Los Angeles.
This week on Defense Dynamics, unravel the secrets behind India's revolutionary CATS warrior prototype. What are these CATS and how will they redefine the warfare? Why is making fighter jet engines still a monumental challenge? We analyze the hurdles. Can Donald Trump bring an end to Ukraine war after January 20th? A geopolitical analysis you can't miss. Updates on India-Maldives defense ties and the evolving dynamics of Afghan-India relations. This Wednesday at 8 PM IST only on DD India.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Gautam Roy. Gaza 2 strikes in Qatar on Tuesday aimed at ending the 15-month of Israel-Hamas conflict have been making progress. Israel has said that Gaza deal is close, but some issues still need to be worked out, whereas the Hamas has expressed its comfort towards ceasefire talks. Spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry of Qatar has said that Gaza talks are in the final stages and a deal will be possible very soon. The Hamas is expected to release 33 hostages during the first phase of an emerging ceasefire agreement in Doha. The deal is considered to be a major step in the ongoing efforts to bring peace to the region.
We believe that we are at a developed stage. We do believe that we are at the final stages, but obviously until there is an announcement, there will be no announcement, and therefore we shouldn't be overexcited about what's happening right now, but certainly we are hopeful that this would lead very soon to an agreement.
U.S. Special Counsel Jack Smith, in his report, concluded that Donald Trump was engaged in an unprecedented criminal effort to hold on to power after losing the 2020 election, but was thwarted in bringing the case to trial by the President-elect's November election victory. The report outlined Smith's decision to indict Trump on 4 charges, accusing him of attempting to obstruct the collection and certification of votes after his loss to Joe Biden in the 2020 election. The report concludes that the evidence was sufficient to convict Trump at trial, but his upcoming inauguration on the 20th of this month has made it impossible to proceed further. After the release, Trump on his Truth Social site called Smith a lamb-brain prosecutor who was unable to get his case tried before the election. In California, firefighters are struggling to extinguish brush fires which broke out in Ventura County after new massive wildfire broke out amid strong winds on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Los Angeles wildfire has left an apocalyptic landscape. At least 24 people have been killed in the fires, and the return of high winds is threatening the hard-won progress that crews have made in containing the fire so far.
As flames rage across California, state and federal agencies are scrambling to protect lives and property. The wildfires, fueled by record heat and dry conditions, have scorched thousands of acres and forced widespread evacuations. However, with strong Santa Ana winds returning, California officials are bracing for new problems. Forecasters say extremely critical fire weather conditions were developing in the region, with winds already gusting to 120 kilometers per hour in parts of Los Angeles. National Weather Service said these will make new ignitions much more likely. As firefighting operations are stretched to the hilt, the authorities are also facing the daunting task to keep looters at bay. The Los Angeles District Attorney has unveiled new charges aimed at holding criminals accountable for exploiting the chaos of the disaster.
Today we're here to announce that the promise that we made when we started this, that these criminals would be arrested, they would be prosecuted, and they will be maximally punished, is a promise we are keeping. As we announced today, the charges being filed on 10 different individuals, 9 of them for looting, in both the Palisades and the Eden fires, and 1 for arson.
While the fires continue to ravage parts of the state, residents remain hopeful as federal and international help pours in. White House has activated emergency response teams with resources allocated to support local fire crews and provide shelter for displaced families. President Joe Biden has pledged immediate federal assistance but added that rebuilding will cost tens of billions of dollars.
You know, although the federal government is going to cover 100% of the cost for the next 180 days for things like firefighter overtime pay, debris removal, temporary shelters, it's going to cost tens of billions of dollars to get Los Angeles back to where it was. So we're going to need Congress to step up to provide funding to get this done. And we're going to get that done, God willing.
Large commercial banks, including JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America, have announced plans to ease mortgage repayment conditions for the afflicted. The entertainment and sports worlds have also stepped up to provide support. 12 Los Angeles pro sports teams on Monday pledged to donate a combined $8 million to support victims and firefighters. Help is also coming in from across the border. Mexican firefighters and equipment have been dispatched to join the firefighting ops.
We are from the Emergency Response Battalion of the Secretary of National Defense and are located in Santa Lucia, State of Mexico. We are specialized rescue troops and we are here to support the population and to give our best to them.
Experts warn that the situation may worsen as climate change intensifies the frequency and severity of wildfires across the region. Bureau Report, DD India.
And the Oscars organizers have announced on Monday that the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has delayed the announcement of the nominations for the 97th Academy Awards for the second time due to the ongoing wildfires in Los Angeles. Although the Oscars luncheon has been cancelled this year, the ceremony will proceed as scheduled. Deeptanshu Kashyap has the details.
The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced on Monday that it is cancelling its traditional Oscar nominees luncheon due to the ongoing wildfires in Los Angeles. The Oscar nominations will now be revealed through a virtual event on Jan 23rd as the city continues to cope with the devastating impact of the fires, which has claimed lives and displaced thousands. In a statement, Academy CEO Bill Kramer and President Janet Yang expressed their sympathy for those affected by the fires. Hollywood studios have pledged millions of dollars in disaster relief to support recovery efforts. Despite the crisis, the Academy confirmed that the 97th Academy Awards will proceed as scheduled on March 2nd.
Then remembered, I just won my first Grammy!
Both the Grammys and the Sundance Film Festival will also move forward. The Academy has indicated that the first responders will be honored during the Oscar ceremony at the Dolby Theatre. Similarly, the 67 Grammys will be held at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles on Feb 2nd, with local authorities ensuring public safety, while the Sundance Film Festival will take place in Utah from January 23rd to Feb 2nd. The Grammy Awards will also raise funds to support relief efforts and pay tributes to first responders battling the fires. Deeptanshu Kashyap's report for DD India.
Now, Ukraine's air defense has shot down 58 Russian drones in an overnight attack on Kyiv on Tuesday, according to a statement by the country's Air Force. The drones were downed in 11 different regions. Loud explosions could be heard all around as the city's air defense retaliated. No casualties have been reported, as confirmed by Ukrainian officials. Now, at a critical security meeting in the Finnish capital of Helsinki on Tuesday, NATO leaders issued a clarion call for European nations to brace themselves for potential escalations in the Baltic Sea. NATO chief Mark Rutte also announced the launch of Baltic Sea Patrol Mission. This comes after the latest sabotage incidents targeting undersea infrastructure. Countries bordering the Baltic Sea, including Denmark, Estonia, Finland and others, find themselves on high alert. The recent series of disruptions to power cables, telecommunication links and gas pipelines set against the backdrop of the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict has prompted discussions about bolstering NATO's presence in the region. In a major boost for turmeric farmers in the southern Indian state of Telangana, the National Turmeric Board has been inaugurated today, fulfilling a long-standing demand of farmers in Nizamabad. India's Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal virtually launched the board, aligning with Prime Minister Modi's promise during the last elections. India, the world's largest turmeric producer, grows over 30 varieties, producing more than 3/4 of the global output. With turmeric exports earning $207 million in 2022-23, the government now aims to breach the $1 billion export mark by 2030. The National Turmeric Board is poised to empower farmers and boost the sector's growth.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के आशीर्वाद से नेशनल टर्मरिक बोर्ड बना है। हमारे मित्र पले गंगा रेड्डी गारू इसके पहले चेयरमैन बने हैं। अलग अलग देशों के प्रतिनिधि भी अब इस बोर्ड में जोड़े जाएंगे। निर्यातक जो एक्सपोर्टर्स हैं और जो प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं, इनके प्रतिनिधियों को भी इस बोर्ड में जोड़ा जाएगा।
Let's now get you some sporting updates as well. Former world number 1, India's Rohan Bopanna, and his new Colombian partner Nicolas Barrientos bowed out of the Australian Open men's doubles event on Tuesday. Seeded 14th at the season opening Grand Slam, Bopanna and Barrientos went down 7-5, 7-5 against unseeded Spanish duo of Pedro Martinez and Juame Munarin in 1 hour 54 minutes in the first round. Last year, Rohan Bopanna, at the age of 43 years and 9 months, had become the oldest man to win a Grand Slam title in the Open era of tennis when he won the men's doubles title with Matthew Ebden. The duo then split at the end of 2024. And that's all we have for this edition of DD India Live, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. And for those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India's mobile app. It's available on both Android and iOS, and you can scan the QR code on the screen and download the app right away. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Gautam Roy, and from all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.